apparently Jurgen Klopp has been in touch with his former centre-back in Dejan Lovren. He's come out to say that he doesn't regret leaving Liverpool. If anything, Liverpool probably miss him more. And he claims that Jurgen Klopp turned around and spoke to him and said the words, "We miss you." Do you think, Dom, that Jurgen Klopp is regretting his decision to let Lovren go?
It's a bit harsh maybe on the other players, but yeah, Dejan Lovren was a good player for Liverpool. Had some good times there, but I don't know. It's, you know, you have to. We'd signed some good players. We brought some good players in. You know, Van Dijk was obviously the star. So I don't know. I think it's a difficult one to talk about that. I mean, Dejan Lovren's always, he likes to talk, doesn't he? Let's be honest. And sometimes you've got to be careful what you say. And you know, the Liverpool people understand how that works, and I'm sure they'll be first to come back with something to say about that. But yeah, maybe Dejan Lovren done nothing wrong for Liverpool, but you know, I think it was the right time for him to move on. Personally,
Gary.
Well, Lovren was replaced by better players, in my opinion. Having said that, because of all the injuries that Liverpool have at the moment, if Lovren was still at the club, I think he would probably be playing at centre-half, because he is a centre-half, which would mean that they wouldn't have to play a midfield player in that position, and maybe it would keep the balance a little bit better for them. But no, Lovren was superseded by better players. I think he's just used this as an opportunity to generate a little bit of publicity for himself, and he's been successful. We're talking about him.
Are you surprised that there is no urgency from Jurgen Klopp to get another centre-back in, Dom, in this January transfer window? There's really not too much news about that.
Well, it's not really the time for Liverpool really go and do. I know they have done business before, so obviously that's maybe not correct, but it's a difficult window, isn't it? And obviously we have got some good young players. They're just not quite ready yet, and that's the reason why they haven't had more opportunities, and they haven't probably got the quality that we need to be seeing week in, week out. I think it's maybe an area they might have looked at and maybe thought, can we do some business? There's still a little bit of time. Will we do some? I don't think they will. I think they'll stick to what they have. You know, Matip's back in that squad. Him and Fabinho will be fine playing centre off. It's just if they've got another injury now and you've got to play one of the young lads or Henderson back in there again, then we will struggle. It affects the whole squad then. But I don't think we'll try and buy another centre half until next season now.
But with Matip's injury record, I mean, Gary, is a bit risky there, isn't it?
Yeah, I would agree with you on that particular point. You know, having said that, if you look at the Liverpool squad at the start of the season, everybody's fit. Do they need another central defender? Absolutely not. They've been unlucky with the fact that, you know, their two main central defenders, Van Dijk and Gomez, have sustained long-term injuries. Do you bring somebody in as a stopgap to fill a little bit of a hole there? I think it's a tough decision. Do you want somebody on a permanent basis? Because when, you know, Van Dijk and Gomez are fit, they're going to come back into the side. So you've then got a player that now you don't need. Can you get somebody in on loan? Possibly, but will they be good enough? Will they settle in? Will they fit in? You've got all those calculations, and I think Klopp has felt, as along with his colleagues at Liverpool Football Club, that they could weather this little storm, that there were young lads that, if they got given the opportunity, would be able to deliver. And maybe, as Dom says, they've fallen a little bit short in that area. But it could have been an opportunity for a youngster to come in and actually really establish himself and prove that he can play in the Premier League. That hasn't happened. And you live or you die by your decisions. But at the moment, I still feel that the only and the biggest problem that Liverpool have, and it is stating the obvious, is they aren't converting their chances. I thought Liverpool was pretty solid at the back, but I don't care who's playing. You know, when Van Dijk and Gomez play for Liverpool at the back, they concede goals. You know, it happens. So Liverpool have to just play through difficult period and come out the other side.